Star Wars fans. So today we have one of my favorites, Chewbacca. So I am super excited to get Chewie open. So here is this Chewbacca. He is part of the Black series, and we can see on the back that he is number 5. So let's get started here. So on the back it says, faithful first mate and co-pilot Chewbacca has loyally stood by his captain's side through the twisting fortunes of a galaxy in turmoil. Here he is. Here's him with his crossbow as well. So let's get him open. Okay, here is Chewbacca in the plastic. So we can see his crossbow is also with him and him as a figure. Okay, let's get him out of the plastic so we can get a better look and get off of the Millennium Falcon. Okay, and here's Chewbacca. Right away, you can tell that he is quite a bit taller than the other Black series, which he should be. So we have his little satchel here, which, if you notice, moves very easily. So you might want to keep him in place if you want his satchel to stay in place. Oh my goodness, go up. We want it back on your shoulder. There we go. Nice, like a pro here. All right, he is so huge. It's amazing. Okay, yeah, you see what I mean? It falls down. Okay, so as far as his head goes, he can't really move his head. I'm feeling no head movement here. He's pretty much stuck right there. You know what? He's just gonna take this off because it's falling off. Okay, now I have naked Chewie. Okay, so his arms, they move very easily. So he can totally move his arms. 60 here, front and back, out. Lovely. And I can bend his elbows. So you can see here. So they can go, a little bit under straight here. Looks like he's got a broken arm. And then we also gotta have him go up. And we want him, oh, come on, can you go up? Okay, you can go up too. There we go. Woohoo! Okay, and then legs. Let's see here. Oh, they go out pretty far here. So now he's like jumping up for joy. And same thing with the other leg. So he can even sit down as well. And then let's check out his knees. Move here. Pretty good. I'd say other Black series can move their knees better. And something that kind of bothers me is that you can see, let's go like this. You can see where the difference is. So it looks like he's not hairy there, like he has a bald spot. There you go. Now you can see he's like got a bald spot here. So if you move him where his fur does not cover him up, he looks a little odd. Oh, geez. Another thing I noticed is that mine is super dusty. Okay. I hope that means that I bought him new because he's supposed to be new. But his back is very dusty, so let's see here. Besides that, it looks like there are different colors. So we do have some different colors within his fur. So it's a little different. But he feels very flexible, like he moves quite a bit. Oh geez, what are you doing, buddy? So he moves super easily. Then let's see, he can go a little bit like looking this way. Let's move his arms, he looks ridiculous. Okay, he can move his body like this. Bend him over a little bit here. And like you saw before, he can go back a little bit too. So we're like, whoa, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, so his hands, we can also turn them. So we can turn his hands as well. Geez, there's so much to him. Okay. I would say he's okayly built. He moves around so much, very, very easily. So I'm wondering if he's going to be able to stand by himself. Can he stand on his own? Let's see. I'll give that a quick try here. Okay, so he can actually stand perfectly. I have him positioned like this when he was standing up, and he can actually stand really nicely. Didn't have to try too much. As you saw, I literally picked him right back up, so not bad. Looking at his eyes here, the paint on his mouth is a little bit off. If you can see that, one of his teeth are not quite white all the way. Eyes are pretty good. One looks Looks like it has a bigger pupil than the other one. I'm not sure if that's on purpose. Okay, those are just a quick notes about that. Yeah, here's what his hands look like too. A better look at his paws. Okay, and then we actually can take a peek at his satchel here. So I wish there was more detail on the actual satchel itself, because this looks pretty plain, and it's almost kind of hard to tell that it is a satchel. But this nice metal design looks good. I like that. That looks nice. Then we have his weapon, so his crossbow here. Let's see, how do we do this? Oh, we are going to put this part on right here. Oh, and this is not like the other weapons. This thing can move, so it's bendy. So is this. That's interesting. Okay, so that is a little bit different there. And from what I can see, we probably put this in here. Yes. Ooh, or not. This looks like the only spot it could go. See, so here, hole. Looks like it lines up like this. Yes, this definitely goes in here. It's just this weapon is so flimsy, I can't get it to go to stay. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm pretty dang sure it goes like this, but let me double check. Okay, so this is the correct way of putting on the crossbow. I don't like how flimsy it is. That kind of bothers me. Oh, and there you go. So that actually does bother me quite a bit. Okay, I tried putting it in slightly different, and this time it's a little less flimsy. So, second try worked out pretty good. Let's try putting it in his hand. Let's see, we want to go down to his hand. Come on. I've seen other people that say that this part is really difficult to have him actually hold it. So let's see about that. So far, they don't make it very easy. This gun is so flimsy, it's hard to like make it move to go where you want it. There we go. Okay. Got Take two. Okay. All hail Chewbacca's weapon. That's the best way I can get it in. Which, oh, that's really frustrating because I want him to be able to shoot it, and now I'm really scared to move his arms. Okay. Okay. Come on, buddy. Okay, we're looking a little more normal. Some people say you can kind of like go like this to make it look more normal, like he's like reloading, which is okay, I suppose. Let's see, put it a little more down. Okay, there. Then it looks like he's kind of holding his weapon, but he's not firing. Oh, I really don't like how. Oh, geez, he moves super easily, which is nice, but it's kind of loose. Okay, I've been spending a lot of time with Chewbacca here, but he's a good figure. His gun is what is making me, or well, I guess crossbow. His crossbow is making me a little mad. Not gonna lie. Okay, well, besides the flimsy crossbow, I do like him. He's just a really loose character, though, just to keep in mind. But let's look at, excuse me, let's look at a height comparison. Okay, so as you can see here, we have Chewie in the middle, Darth Vader, and C-3PO. So we can see that Chewie does have a lot of height on him. Darth Vader is a little bit taller than some of the other Black series. So that makes sense, but nobody is as tall as Chewie. And C-3PO is a little bit shorter, but he does show a great height ratio between Chewie and C3. Welcome back to the Millennium Falcon. So as you can see here, we have Chewie. And we went into the details about him. So this is what he looks like. Here's what his weapon looks like. And his satchel. Okay, so I would give Chewie 5.5 out of 10, let's say, because I don't like how this moves down so easily. It's kind of annoying, but I guess if you have him for a display, then it would work. But that's kind of annoying. And also the fact that it is really hard to get this weapon into his hand to make it look like he's shooting it is really difficult. I don't like that. I also don't really like how this is a very flimsy weapon. It's not made with like hard plastic, if that makes sense. Like with the other figures, they'd hold them in place, they'd lock, you'd hear like a click in their hand and you could shake it around and it'd be totally good. Him, I can't do that. But as far as the actual figure goes, I would say he's too loose. I think he's just too loose. He can stand pretty good by himself, but he just moves around so easily, which is usually nice. But he's just super loose where he does this a lot. Okay, and nobody wants Chewie to be bending forward and wearing this as a dress. But as far as him actually looking like Chewie, all right, we're taking this off. I would say he does look a lot like him though. So if you're going for looks, this is definitely a lot like him. And the only other thing I would say is that I don't like how you can see up and see like his parts as far as like this, like I was talking about that like bald knee kind of look. So that was a little odd. And he can't really move his head that much. I can see very, very teensy bit there, but that's okay because most of the time he's not really looking elsewhere. Okay, so yes, I would say he's a pretty good figure. Not quite what I was expecting, but still I love Chewie. Okay, so that is it. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and may the force be with you.